What's good, family? So mash the like button, subscribe, and lick off the bell. Wow. So, as you might have seen by the title, Romero, Romero, whatever his damn name is, too many R's, has been, listen, he's been pulled off the Showtime card versus Gervonta Tank Davis pay-per-view because of, I'm sure you've all heard by now, allegedly, he's been caught on his Weinstein ting. He's been caught on his Me Too ting. Yep, 100%. Been caught slipping by some next female. And he going through it right now, 100%. Yeah? Rolando, too many R looking ass. Mr. R, he down bad. He going through it right now, 100%. Now, let me read you the exclusive news. A Showtime spokesman confirmed Monday that the boxing scene and several other outlets reported Saturday that Romero, has been removed from a fight that was supposed to headline a Showtime pay-per-view event 4 weeks from Sunday night at the Staples Center in LA. Romero's removal from their WBA World Lightweight title fight was the consequence of a Me Too allegation made by Isabel Zambrano, with whom Romero is a long-time acquaintance. She made the following statement. It just seemed like he was everywhere. I went to YouTube to turn on a video for my daughter. I see a video of him. I go on Twitter, I see a video of him. I go on Facebook, I see a video of him. I turn on the TV. I didn't realise I had PTSD from that night. I was so confused and so ashamed that I had put myself in a position like that. Now I'm very triggered by what happened. I can no longer sit and bottle it up whilst he gets to live his life and be glorified and no one's voice is heard. People are calling me a gold digger, a clout chaser, and so many other things like that. All these things people are saying about me are not true. And she goes on, but listen. So you've heard it there. What's my opinion? Either way, it's a bit convenient for me, personally speaking. Yeah? I don't know why they pick these kind of times. And if she was smart, she would have done it after the fight. Why? Because he's going to have some money then. Romero it made no money. He ain't got no bag. So, what's the point? I guess that's what she wants, to make some claims. And to be honest, you know what? It's YouTube. Let me not comment on this, but what can I say? I find it out. You know what? Yeah, what can I say? Anyway, Romero has responded to these allegations, and he said the following. Although the allegations against me are totally false, and I will prove that through the legal system, I agree that it is in the best interest of everyone involved that I not participate in the upcoming pay-per-view event, Romero stated through his verified IG account Monday. So Rolly also says, after clearing my name, I will return to the ring as soon as possible. Now, obviously we don't know, is it true, is it not true, but really, what happened to the whole thing of innocent until proven guilty? Now, you might know me, I'm not a massive fan of some of the LDBC channels, but they do make a good point. For example, Pulev, he had some controversy. Kovalev, he had some controversy. And guess what? Them man was all fighting. Kovalev has been accused of loads of assaults. He carry on fighting. So whilst Romero is saying that it's right for him to remove himself, I don't believe that's what happened. I believe Showtime touched him. Yeah, Showtime reached out and they touched him and told him to sit down somewhere. And I do feel it's a bit out of order, because if he is proven innocent, will he be able to claim, what's the word they call it, damages? Because number one, his brand obviously, but number two, directly his missed earnings. Who knows? He's probably going to make $1 million from this fight, at least maybe. And for the allegations to come out now, there should be some sort of period you'd have thought, where he's allowed to. Because think about it, even if these allegations are true, that shouldn't stop you being able to make a living. For example, let's say he is convicted 18 months from now. For the next 18 months until that conviction, he's still got to live, no? However, equally, I understand it from a corporate point of view, in as much as, what do we know? Well, from Showtime's point of view, do they really want their brand linking, especially on a pay-per-view stage, where you're asking people to buy tickets? That opened yourself up for some criticism, if that makes sense. Although Kovalev, he was doing the most. So, what can I say, people? In 2021, these kind of allegations, I mean, look how many people we've seen cancelled for a lot less. It's truly treacherous out there, and that's why I've always said, and I guess to be fair to Rolly Romero, he's not really in the Floyd Mayweather point of view. For example, if I was Floyd Mayweather, everything we do is on camera. I don't care if you know what I mean. I couldn't care less how fruity or how kinky you may think it is. Everything I do with a woman is gonna be on camera, and it'll be some like unmonitored CCTV, everything. Because guess what? If and when people may, you know what I'm saying? Well, here's a tape. Don't worry, I got that tape nicely. But like I said, Rolly Romero, he's new and up and coming. He's not going to be thinking like that. And that's why people coming up in the game, you've got to be super duper careful. But who knows? Maybe he was careful. You just don't. And the thing that gets me is some of the words she's used, where she says, "Oh, he was having a pay-per-view fight, and I kept seeing him everywhere, and it was frustrating me." That sounds, I'm sorry, but that sounds almost like you're a bit bitter. Because think about it, what do we know? If she was an ex, yeah, and she's already admitted she's got a kid, so she's probably thinking, wait there a minute, I'm a single mum, that's my come-up. My come-up's out here doing all these things. He's now deaded me off, yeah? He put it in my booty a few times. He put it, you know what I'm saying? One of them ones. And now she's mad. She's bitter because he doing his own thing. Yeah. He's doing his own thing, and he's moved on. And that's the thing. You just don't know, do you? Unless, for example, I'm not gonna lie. You know, or I can be sure, every time I'm gonna back the woman if, for example, on the day you went to the police and you got a RAPE kit done. Because guess what? DNA don't lie, as such. And on the day, it's buyable then. Or it's 100% accurate then, isn't it? Now, months later, I'm sorry, I don't know. I just find it hard to believe myself. I find it hard to believe. Especially when you've got a history. Now, I don't know, maybe she's got some evidence. Maybe she must have some evidence to show, because that can't work in my opinion. He said, she said can't work. It must be evidence based. It must be. Otherwise, what are we doing? And that's what I'm talking about when I say it's worrying, or that's what I mean when I say that it's a bit iffy, because at this point, we don't even know what evidence she does or doesn't have. And maybe Showtime, who knows, maybe Showtime and their lawyers have looked into it, and it's looking kind of peak for Rolly right now. And maybe that's why they've decided, yeah man, there's evidence here. And our corporate lawyers have decided that there probably is, what do they call it? It probably is, what do they call it? There's a word for it. But either way, maybe they're saying there's, yeah, you know what, too much risk here. Who knows? But if it's not the case, I don't know, it's just hard. I think it's hard to bear in mind as well, the whole legal system is supposed to be based on innocent until proven guilty. Now, innocent until proven guilty means you are able to carry on about your business unimpaired until you're guilty. Do you understand? So the fact that's not happening, it just feels a bit not right for me. Unless, like I said, unless they've got some fire evidence. But I'm not sure how the courts, or I'm not sure how the legal system works, in as much as Will Rolly Romero and Rolly Romero's team know at this point what evidence they have? If that's the case, and they know the evidence, and Showtime has ruled on the evidence and fair play, and it's obviously looking kind of peak to Rolly right now. If they don't have access to the evidence, and who knows? Really, this fight should be going on, to be honest with you. Yes, it's a risk for Showtime's brand to an extent, but equally, like I said, it's innocent until proven guilty, and I believe that Showtime, they find themselves in a tricky situation. For example, I'm not sure how it works, but if Rolly is to be proved innocent, and they've pulled him from a card, he should really have some recourse against Showtime to say that, well, you forced me not to fight, and I was innocent. I want to be paid. And I think that's to be honest, if he is found innocent, I think that's a fair thing to say. And maybe, who knows, maybe Showtime have said to Rolly, okay, Rolly, we're going to pay you 200 grand to sit down somewhere and be quiet somewhere. Who knows? I'd like to think that's what happened. Or maybe, okay, Rolly, if you are found innocent, we're going to sort you out and we'll give you whatever. Because otherwise, if I was Rolly, I'd be insisting, nah man, I'm innocent and I'm doing this fight because I'm innocent. I got bills to pay. Or I've definitely got bills to pay now. Who knows? Maybe, because the fact that Rolly's accepted these charges to an extent, obviously he's denying them like everyone else does, but I'm saying accepted in as much as he hasn't protested. Like I said, if I was innocent, I'd be protesting saying no. Why should I throw my biggest fight away because a woman has made some claims with no evidence and also made some claims that I know I'm innocent of? No, I'm fighting. I'm innocent until proven guilty. But the fact he's not doing that, what does that say? I don't know. Maybe he got a bit of, I'm speculating. Maybe, again, who knows? Maybe, well, that would imply he's feeling like he's not feeling too sweet about his situation. Or maybe Showtime have niced him. Maybe Showtime have told him, okay, Rolly, we're not prepared to take this on. Here's 200 grand, sit down somewhere. We're not sure if you're innocent, we're not sure if you're guilty. Take this 200 grand and we'll call it quits. I'd like to think that's what's happened. Because if Rolly has just taken this and believes he's innocent, that's not right. Because it's just not right. You should be able to carry on as an innocent man, no doubt.